Hi, this is Loretta with a video. Actually, this is kind of an interruption because I would normally be putting up my monthly project kit for Scrapbooking with Me Boutique design team, but we got a challenge in the meantime to do a project using any leftovers from the other kits that we had previously gotten. And I just loved the Primrose kit so much that we got, and I think that Edith may have some more of this available in her shop. If you like this, I would go ahead and grab it. I will put a link to the kit in the video description down below so that you can see it. But what I've done here is I made a Mother's Day card. And I used the Prima Doll stamp set that says, sending you lots of love, Mama. And I just cut out one of the elements from the Primrose collection and hand wrote in, Mama. That's how I spell it. I know it's M-A-M-A, but anyway. So what I've done is I've just used a lot of elements from the collection. The collection had a sheet that had a whole bunch of cut-aparts. Let me move this out of the way so you can see that a little better. A whole bunch of cut-aparts like this. And the pattern on those is the same pattern as the rest of the paper, but it's smaller. So when I did the clothes for my Prima Doll, I was able to use some of those cut-aparts, which was great because the patterns match the paper perfectly, yet at the same time they are a little bit smaller, which is perfect for those Prima Dolls. Then I just layered up some of the paper here on the sides. I used a doily. Actually, I used two doilies. This larger one that wraps around to the back, and then a smaller one in the front. I used some trim that I had in my stash on the side there. I popped these up. The sign, the banner, and the doll I popped up on chipboard and then up on foam tape. I'm going to turn that and see if you can't. I don't know if you can see that on the side there underneath the doll's legs. But that's just to pop her up off of the page there some. And then I used the chipboard, the Prima chipboard that goes with the doll, with the dolls, the little furniture for the dolls. Isn't that cute? And what I did was I just took and put embossing powder on the chipboard, and then I embossed that with Lindy Stamp Gang that I got in my kit, the Lindy Stamp Gang embossing powder. And then I cut a swirl apart. I cut a swirl apart and put part of it underneath the sign, part of it out from under the sign. I love to do lots of layering. So again, here's some of the little pieces off of one of those sheets that I was telling you about that has the smaller patterns. I used my, well, let me don't get ahead of myself. Then on the inside, I've just left it blank. I have not written anything in there yet, but I just used one of the lighter patterns so that I would be able to write a message in there for my mom. And so that's the card, and I just adore the way it turned out. I think it may be one of the cutest cards I made. I made this card a 6x8 because what I did then was I used my We Are Memory Keepers punch board, and I just made an envelope to fit the card out of the pattern paper. And what I did again was I used one of the cutout elements from the sheet, mounted that on chipboard, and then mounted that on some foam tape so that it would have a little bit of dimension coming off of that envelope. And I know that's kind of hard to see on camera. I took some of the Wild Orchid Craft flowers and I wanted them to match just a little bit better. So I distressed those with the Tim Holtz Distress markers and my and a paintbrush with some water, and I placed those in the leaf where the roses and leaf actually were on this little cutout, and then I put a little butterfly over the top of where the butterfly was on the cutout. So it just was super easy, no thinking type of design. And then on the back, what I did and what I always do is I cut off this flap that the We Are Memory Keepers envelope maker, punch board, whatever. There's always a leftover there, so I cut that off, and then I put a magnet in down below and folded over the flap and made a magnet there, so it is a magnet closure. And that just makes it easy, because with this design paper I didn't want to actually seal the envelopes. So there you have it, folks. And I don't think I can get it all in one shot, but maybe I can get most of it. So there is my little bonus project, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Go check out the boutique. They always have the latest and greatest, and she's always got a good deal going on. I will leave a link to that also down in the description bar. If you have any questions about this project, please shoot me a message or leave me a comment. I'll be glad to get back to you. And as always, thank you so very much. It blows me away at the number of people who watch my videos. I just love all of y'all, and thank you so much. Until next time, bye now.